While I've had photography style cameras like mirrorlesses and DSLRs, for example that Sony a5100 that I've repurposed as my webcam, the most important thing is that you just get out there and create the content when the mood strikes and creativity is peaked. Despite my background in photography and videography, for the last 8 or 9 months or so, I have actually been using my cell phone. It was an iPhone XR, now this is an iPhone 12, to shoot my YouTube videos in 4K. While I do occasionally still shoot content such as B-roll with the Sony a5100, Canon M200, or Panasonic Lumix G7, the convenience factor of a cell phone, not to mention that modern cell phones, whether you're on Android or iPhone, doesn't really matter, have incredibly good sensors, pretty decent built-in microphones, and a slew of software features to make sure that your video is stabilized and looking good enough to where you can feel confident uploading that directly to YouTube. Alrighty guys, so Movo sent me out some goodies. I am an avid coffee drinker, probably more than I should. My teeth would probably be a lot whiter and I'd be less jittery on camera if I didn't drink so much coffee. Not too big a hat guy, I want to show off my hair while I still have it. And then of course the pièce de résistance, this smartphone video kit. So like I mentioned, if you watch my YouTube channel consistently, or hey, you just stumbled upon this video here, this video is shot on an iPhone 12 with a Shure MV5 microphone for audio, an Elgato ring light, and an Elgato key light Air over my shoulder for a little bit of background ambiance. And that is generally the format that you're gonna see on my YouTube channel. When I'm doing gaming news or I'm doing some kind of a vlog or live streaming, that is with my Sony a5100, using an Elgato cam link as the encoder, so it is used as a webcam. There is something to be said for using a cell phone as your dedicated content creation device because it is always on you. For one, it's very convenient. It's small, it's compact, you're not whipping out a fat DSLR that looks like you're whipping a shotgun out of a trench coat, so that's nice. Plus, like I mentioned during the intro, modern smartphones, not even the flagships, but mid-grade phones have pretty darn good cameras, lenses, sensors, processors, to where you can create some pretty solid content. So you have this really nice informative instruction brochure here, which breaks out everything that's included here. Nice big font, English is the primary language, goes over the dynamic range of the microphone, what pickup pattern is, cardioid of course, how to use the hand grip, which by the way is going to help stabilize your shots. It's not going to be quite as stable as something like an automated gimbal from something like DJI, but those are a few $100s. This kit is $130 for everything included, which we are about to lay out nice and neat on the desk here. So you have this little carrying case here. I do like that it is all black. There is virtually no branding or logos. And you do also have a nice rubber grab handle for taking this kit on the go. Because again, the perk of using a cell phone for content creation is because of its mobility, versatility, and convenience factor. I think we need a little aerial bird's eye view, right? Let's make that happen. So this honestly is a lot of gear for $130. Little quality control card here with their socials and also a contact form. So if you are satisfied with the product, cool, give them some praise, a little pat on the rump. You're not happy, you're the sad face guy over here, give them a little pinch on the tuchus. Let them know, hey guys, improve your product. All right, so you have the microphone here, which has a 3.5mm headphone jack for monitoring, as well as a line out. It does have this foam pop filter. There's the actual microphone itself. If you do not want to use the foam pop filter, they also include a furry option right here. So these are really nice to have. This is a remote control that Bluetooths to your phone, so you can start and stop the recording. So instead of me having to manually get up and touch my phone, if I'm vlogging and I'm on a selfie stick, or I have my camera set up on a tripod or something, and I'm ready to start the video, I can go ahead and hit this, and this does also clip onto your keychain, which is kind of convenient. So I have the Movo kit over my shoulder here, and a couple of tips, bro tips if you will, that I want to give you guys. First of all, actually read the instruction manual. If you're like me, I know most of us probably just chuck out the instruction manual. It's actually very, very informative, and it goes over each and every included accessory. So for example, the light over here has several different modes, charges with USB-C, and has cold shoe mounts literally on every single side. But I'm also going to link in the description below an official video from Movo, how to get this bad boy set up, and some of its many useful configurations. There is so many configurations for this rig, it is absolutely insane. You can configure it for your exact needs, which is really cool. I guess that's the whole point of having a kit like this. So I want to cover some of these loose accessories real quick. This is a USB-C charger. Does not come with a brick, so you will need to supply your own or just charge it off your PC or something. But that is for the light over here, which by the way, I have to say is incredibly bright. It gets up to 800 lumens, and I have no doubt in my mind that it is at least 800 lumens, if not a little underestimated. Now, if you don't want to use the cold shoe mounts, there is also a 1/4-inch threading all over the place on this bad boy. You do have a second shock mount, which, because it is identical to this one, I assume that's because they assume it might break over time because it is plasticky and, you know, it could break. But it does work really well. If you hit the microphone, as you can see, I mean, it's going to absorb any vibration from accidentally knocking into your rig, so that's really cool. Now, you do have 2 audio cables, both 3.5mm jacks on each side. This one here that is straight on one end is going to be for smartphones, Macs, iPads, etc. Now, keep in mind, if you are using this with an iPhone, you will also need to have an adapter, as there is no 3.5mm port anymore on iPhones. Next up, we had this wide-angle lens here, which is actually really high quality. So it has this aluminum lens cover, which is not threaded, it just pops on and off. And this is a 18mm wide angle lens. So a lot of phones have a built-in wide angle lens. A lot of the newer flagship phones have 2, 3, or even 4 lenses. However, if you're rocking something like this iPhone XR, which I use to make my videos for the longest time, you can actually line this up over the camera and it'll give you a wide angle shot, which is really nice. So pulling off this little protective cover right here, so that threads into this clip like this. This isn't a nipple clamp. This isn't to keep your bag of chips from getting stale by snipping it up like that. That's awesome. So it works incredibly good. As you can see, there was no distortion. It didn't blow out the image. In fact, you couldn't even really tell that you were looking through a lens, which is ideal. Test, test. This is with the shotgun mic. How now, brown cow? Unique New York. Unique New York. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 5, 6, quit grabbing sticks. And then, of course, you also have a microfiber wiping cloth. You, of course, want to make sure that you wipe off your lens before you start recording. Now, this is like a hand-stabilized gimbal, which is super awesome. You have your controls for your light right here, and you also have levels, vertical and horizontal axis, to make sure that your shot is completely even. Well, I like this configuration, but now I want to take off some locked-off shots in the park, maybe do a vlog about nature. So let's go ahead and pop this grab handle off. But you know what? Now I want to take it on the go, like a selfie stick. I'm in the park. There's pigeons pooping on everybody. So I think the biggest pro or benefit of this is that it's so versatile. There are so many... Let's go ahead and turn that off. That is pretty bright, even at its medium setting. Because it's so versatile, there's so many different configurations you can run this rig in that it basically turns your cell phone into a little photography, videography powerhouse, which is really cool. So I personally am a big fan of this kit, and I would strongly recommend it. I do think for $130, considering if you were to buy all these components separately, a shotgun mic, a light, these are about 20, 30 bucks, hand stabilized gimbal, wide angle lens, Bluetooth remote, that's about 10, 15 bucks. Carrying case, that's about another 10, 15 bucks. This will definitely save you some money in the long run, and it's very, very versatile. You can pretty much get any kind of shot that you want, whether you're using it as a selfie stick, locked off shots on a tripod. If you don't want this extension shaft, you can have it literally just sitting right here low on the tripod. So overall, pretty damn impressed with this thing, and I would strongly recommend it to anyone that plans on doing any kind of vlogging or content creation with their smartphone, like me. If you guys enjoy this honest product review, liking the video helps it to get seen by more people, so this information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover a lot of news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.